Hello everybody, welcome to my part 8 of my Banjo-Kazooie walkthrough. And in this part, we are going to be taking down Gobi's Valley. But obviously before we can do that, we have a painting to puzzleify and a few things to unlock. So these little spiderwebs are actually cauldrons. And this is actually the first one we found. For some reason, I must have never found this or something, and I lied to you in my second part. Alright, so now I can get here quicker. Oh crap. Alright, so I'm gonna definitely need all my... I'm gonna have to kill your brother over here, apparently. Hey there, dude, what's going on? Alright, so time to come up here and activate another cauldron, I believe. Actually, never mind, we'll wait. That sucked. Alright, so we'll wait for that one over there. Actually, let's go ahead and get this right here, because I'm gonna need it. Alright, so as you can tell, the bees are starting to attack you now. As if they even have bees, not past levels. But alright. Let's go up here and activate this world. I actually just got done with my first recording of this, and I actually died. I died, I think it was. Yeah, I died. I'm going to be very careful with that part, because I had no idea that it was a death part. And I'll go into detail what I'm talking about then. But until then, let's go to the level. So that's the cauldron right there. This level's pretty cool. The music's really awesome in my opinion. But after my first attempt, I now memorized where everything is, and we should be good to go. And I believe that's why there are these boots over here. Also, make sure you have a lot of blue eggs in this level right here. You're going to need them. You're going to see that. Alright, so as you can tell, the sand right here is obviously sand, but that sand actually hurts you if you step on it. And there's April and Tilda right there. But there's two different types of sands in this level, and I will go into detail when we get into it. Gobi's Valley. Alright, so what's really cool about this level is this is the last new move we'll be able to learn. So that's really awesome. Alright, so here's the sand that you can actually walk on. You don't have to worry about that at all. You just have to use the you have to use the Talon Trot to actually get up there, so that's always cool. But obviously the sand right there, that looks like it's like like drops of something or falling into it or whatever. That's obviously something you can't walk on, so avoid that at all costs. So this level could be pretty treacherous, in some parts anyways. What really sucks is there's a part where if you don't do a certain puzzle at a certain time, complete it or whatever, you die, so let me just say I hope I do live through that. Oh crap. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna hit me again. Alright, so these things looks like 4 masters from Ocarina of Time are actually mummified hams. For some reason they attack you. But if you want to kill them, just wait for it to try to attack you, and you'll like raise his hand whenever it does, and just do what it just did, and you'll be fine. That was lucky. Alright, so in this level, obviously, you've seen the bees come after me level 4, and that's what's going to happen again. So if you're down on health, be very careful around the extra honeycomb parts now. So we got this guy open. Come on in, we're having a party. Bring the booze. Alright, so we have a few things over here that we need to unlock, or get anyways. I believe there's another one of those hands over here. Yep. Obviously he's easy to kill, so no worries about him, but hopefully what I made look easy in my first recording will still look easy in this one right here, because I did a few things that looked really, that like I would do in like one in a million chance or something. So let's see. That was lucky of me. I'm lucky of, yeah. There we go. Ooh, that was close. This music sounds like Donkey Kong 64's first level, I think it was. Which obviously it should sound like, because it's obviously both made by Rare, but still. Alright, so now that's done. Let's go ahead and complete this other part over here. Let's go ahead and get these notes on the side first, though. So there's an extra life over there if we need it. Obviously, I will not right at this moment, anyways. We also have this token right here. 16 tokens. So that was pretty simple, of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this little puzzle over here solved. Not really a puzzle, but this right here. What you're going to want to do is obviously fly through his headband thing. Beat the witch. Alright, so I actually did it. I think it does it 2 different times, or 2 different ways, or whatever. Each time you get through this. Obviously, I just missed it twice. Jesus. There we go, fine. Oh god, he's working. Alright, so I think it's only 3 times you have to fly through his thing, but my first recording, they were all next to his little Sphinx thing, so alright, so and here's the last one, hopefully. I just flew through that, right? I didn't just oh, we have to fly through it from this way, as you can tell. Another one, I only did 3 times last time. This is cheap. I'm gonna sue this guy right here. for like 50 feathers. Ooh, go down, go down, go down. There we go. Whatever, but here's our second jiggy. As you can tell, you'll be using a decent amount of red feathers and also a decent amount of eggs in this level, so stock up while you can. Let's go ahead and go in here, I guess. This is timed, so be prepared to. It doesn't take very long to get in there, so don't have to worry about it too long. Alright, so this. His head looks like one of those little dinner rolls in one of those commercials. If anyone's knows what I'm talking about. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Kind of funny. It's not the entrance, is it? Never mind. It's right there. So obviously a little... What is it anyways? It is a... I don't even know what that is, but alright, so this right here, I wasted a ton of blue eggs at this part. Obviously, there's a fart in that little basket thing. Now, it's kind of like everything else where you have to do it so many times. But obviously, I'm missing. Obviously, it goes faster. There we go. That guy's voice is weird. I can't really hear it because I have my volume turned down on my TV, but I had enough of that. Oh, I got enough of it anyways to hear how weird that was. What's funny though about those boats right there is they remind me of holy crap. This is cheap. I'm gonna murder you now. Die. Pain while behind. But they kind of look like something off of Conker's Bad Fur Day. All the moves in this game are done. It's about time too. Alright, so take your pick of what you're wanting to do first. It's obviously I'm gonna do things a certain way like I did in my previous recording before I died. I believe it's in here right here. Or no, never mind, it's not this one. It's another one. But in that part. And I'll tell you beforehand before I do go in what it is, and that sucked. Alright, I'm gonna murder this guy now. But I'll let you know before I do go into it, because it sucks a lot. Let me just say that. I wasn't prepared for it, and I didn't think I was gonna die, but I did, so. Superman! Thank you. We are done, mortal. So obviously these running shoes are awesome. But I don't remember using them very much. I think anyways. Let's kill this guy right here. That's right, the boozer. And let's go ahead and I guess we can do this part first. This part here sucks though. You might want to watch what I do before you do it if you're playing along with me. This part is kind of annoying. And this is Gobi. Oh crap. And this is the annoying part that I was referring to. As you can tell, it disappears right before it reappears again, and then it starts to move. So keep an eye on when it does, because it just does it randomly. Well, not like randomly, but here we go. Alright, so a lot better than last time, let me say that. Alright, so I think this is right here. Alright, so the extra honeycombs are pretty easy to get in this game, or in this level too. So that's always awesome. As you can tell, that's a cactus, and if you don't fly through it right in the center, you'll get hurt, obviously. I really like this music though, it's really awesome. I'm gonna wait until I do something about this right here before I do it. I managed to get past that without falling down last time, but I don't want to take any chances. I'm down. Come on. Obviously it's going down, but you have no time. Unless you like park around or something. Alright, so here we have a puzzle that I was referring to back in part 2 or 3, I believe, in Treasure Trove Cove. This is obviously a lot harder than in that one. What just happened? Alright, cool, I didn't die. Oh man, that would have sucked. Alright, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think if I do die in that certain part, I'm just going to go ahead and just probably keep going, recording-wise anyways. Ooh, that was so close. Alright, so this really big empty space. Don't worry if you fall down here, obviously you can tell it's a flying pad, but you'll probably get hurt a few times depending on where you land, so. Well, while we are flying, okay, never mind, you're done flying. Banjo's had enough of flying for it now. My palms are really sweaty right now. I just figured I would let you guys know. Alright, so this is extra honeycomb. Extra honeycomb, hopefully. Banjo. God, you are annoying. I believe you are right here, hopefully. Crap. Oh my god. There goes my memory again. There, that's the leg. Kazooie's right here. The red feather, I mean. Where's the other red feather? Right here, maybe? Nope, Kazooie. Jesus. Oh. Alright, so even people who lack memory will be able to beat this game. Will beat this puzzle game. I knew you were right there. There we go. Oh yeah, I think I know how to kill them. Alright, let's try this real quick. Oh, never mind. Screw it. Let's leave. Actually, no. Yes! Screw you, man. They can die. That's what that sound was. I was losing my mind for a second there. Alright, so screw that guy. I'm gonna wait for water to fill into that there to do that. I hope we got this done. I don't even remember now. Let's go ahead and get that right down there. My memory is all good and stuff. I already got that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'll try this little speech. That was unusual how this played. That sucks. Alright, so this will probably obviously be my longest level. Longest video I made. By far, probably, but I'll have a longer video than this, surprisingly. I'm thinking Click Clock Wood will probably take me an hour, even after editing if I need to edit. And that's just to go over how long that would take. And that's level 9, which always sucked. It's kind of easy in my opinion, but the only reason why it's so difficult is it's so long. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in here, and you get the idea of how to do that. You're running out, obviously, next to the star right here. I took extra time as well. I'm a cheetah. So this is pretty easy to get past. I actually got it my first try in the last video, but I was a little worried about, there we go. I was worried about my shoes last time. And this right here sucks. I do recommend getting the jiggy right here first before you do anything else. You have to wait until they scoot out of here because they'll attack you if you're swimming. So. Alright. Now we don't have to worry about the sand, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all the things over there. Hey there. 71 notes now. Crap. Okay, so we have both of the extra honeycombs to get, obviously. We have, what else do we have? There's that guy to murder very soon. How are you, Skippy? Alright, so we have this down here to get as well. Some notes. As well as a token. As well as another note. And a jiggy. Alright, so now we're done with that. Let's go ahead and get that first extra honeycomb. Alright. Actually, first, let's go ahead and open this up here. This is what I was talking about. This is the death trap. Well, not this particular, but the temple inside. There we go. Nice. Satisfied. This is time, so you don't have to really worry about doing it at a specific time. At least I think anyways, but we'll see very soon. And there we go. Like I said, you'll probably run out of blue eggs most likely in this video, or in this level anyways. Use them wisely. And there it is. Now this maze right here, it's a maze inside of it, but it's actually a lot easier than it should have been. I should have died in that, and I'll show you guys how to get it. Let's go ahead and not do that first. Let's get this first extra honeycomb, and then get the next one after that. I got this extra honeycomb on the first try, so let's see if we can do it again. It's about 87 notes, so doing pretty well. Let's see a token right there that I will get as they come back. And yes! Success. Alright, so let's get this token right here. Hopefully we can... Come on, I'll fall down. Let's go ahead and go over here. And... oh, I should have waited a little bit. And now he's mad. That's kind of weird. Alright, so that's not the last time we see him. We see him in Click Clock Woods, I believe. Alright, so that's number 8. We obviously need the last Jingo, which is over in that area, I think, over there, maybe. Actually, probably not. That was close, I almost fell. I think he's over here, actually. And he throws up a extra honeycomb. An extra health. That's always awesome. Alright, so obviously we are missing one Jingo, which I don't know if I found last time. But, remember what he just talked about? He talked about being, well, he talked about wanting to find something peace and quiet, and, later on we'll find out if he does actually find some peace and quiet. Kind of funny. Alright, so this is the maze I was talking about, I believe, anyways. And it is timed. And what sucks about it is if you run out of time, you die. And obviously I don't want to die, but if I do, I will probably just keep recording and just find the last 8 after I die or whatever. And obviously we have the Jingos, Jiggy left, and we have, I guess, whatever's in here. So we have 5 left, and we have something to get over here. Oh crap. Alright, so hopefully I don't die. But don't worry, just trying to panic like I'm about to do. So there's obviously the rest of the windows right there. That was weird. Alright, so obviously we just found the Jingo right there. And the last Jiggy for this level. Please, yes, nice. Now. Alright, so we are missing a note, I believe. Great. I hate missing notes. Oh my god. Here it is! Oh god. How'd I miss that? Why, thank you, Bottles. I am a champion. Alright, so now we have that. Now we can finally get that last Jiggy and complete this part. So glad I got this done. Shazam! god, finally. Very my girl. Alright guys, check again to see it. Obviously we have all the notes. Bubblegloop Swamp, Freezeezy Peak, Gobi's Valley. Alright, so we have 10 out of 10 right there. Very awesome. Alright, so we have one last thing for me to do before I do quit solo. My dog's having a bad dream, so he's like messing around. Alright, so I thought the running shoes would have to be used for this part over here. I will get that in a minute up there, but first I'm going to go ahead and complete this race. Have this done real quick. Because I think the race that down here, I thought we had to just use the running shoes, but I think it's the Talon Trot. That's not going to be very fun. Alright, man. I've had it. Time to win. Let's go. My slow start doesn't help at all. That cannot be done. Alright, I'm not missing any flags now. I just feel so random. And there you have it. I like how he looks after his needs first and then his kids. Alright guys, so we have one last thing to do now. After I finally won that race. It only took me 5 times. Alright, so go ahead and get that last jiggy. And I think in the start of part 9, I will go back into Bubblegloop Swamp and beat that. And get that jiggy, so that's going to be a thing. And I'll probably cut out me exiting it out and obviously all that other jazz, and then it's on to Mad Monster Mansion, which is going to be pretty interesting. Definitely a cool level in my opinion, but I don't remember it being not very easy, but we'll see. Oh, it's coming down here. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Come on. Aha, there we go. No more running into the walls for me. That was close. Alright, so now we have to worry about A, not running into the wall. B, not falling down all the way. And C, if we can get that jiggy up there. Obviously running into the walls. My first one, but... Oh, we don't have to give it him either. But we are good. I don't know what this is for. Let me see, that's just a way down, but bad placement there, buddies. Alright guys, so hopefully we didn't need that for anything, but this was part 8, I believe, of my Banjo-Kazooie walkthrough. If you like this video, like and subscribe if you want. And like I said, we'll be taking down the last Jiggy and Bubblegloop Swamp in part 9. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.